Sounds a little bit like this. When, Mr. Von Cool, when did you start playing video games?
Oh, when I was 5 years old.
5. What did you start on?
Yep. A normal Nintendo, actually. I got for Christmas that.
Just the NES?
My mom
what was the first game that you really fell in love with?
One I would just play hours on end. The first one was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
So, when did you start playing Destiny? When, what point did you join?
Right after it came out.
So, almost. Did you play the beta?
I turned that down. I kept seeing it on the PlayStation Network. I'm like, I don't want anything to do with that. So I wish I did. I really do wish I did. Was there ever any bonuses you got for doing the?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of emblems. Maybe a weapon or two, shader maybe, but I don't remember it being anything spectacular. What's your favorite planet, sir? Of all the ones that we have the option, Venus, the Moon, Earth,
right.
Mars.
Probably Earth, I would say.
Okay.
I do like the Fallen and the Hive. I despise the Cabal. Oh, I hate fighting the Cabal.
You don't like fighting the Cabal? So you stay off of Mars quite often then, huh?
Yeah, a lot.
So you did say that you didn't grab the beta, but once you did start playing Destiny, what was it about Destiny that really grabbed you?
Well, I like any games where it's 2-player co-op.
Right.
Especially 2 people in the same room. Like me and D-Lord or Marvin Davenport, we played a lot together. We were playing the Mass Effect multiplayer, and we started gaming together by Call of Duty Zombies. And we got burnt out on that, and we would move on from there. But anything 2-player co-op, we would kind of search out and play.
I gotcha. Now, for the people who maybe want to hook up with you after this and play a couple of games, what is your usual online schedule?
Oh, that kind of hookup.
Yeah, no, not the kind that you see on Tinder or.
Oh, Tinder. Let me write that one down. I'm on
Grindr.
Plenty of Fish and a couple others, but not. Oh, Grinders. Okay, I'll have to get on that one too.
That one's for the.
No, it's usually like 2 o'clock till usually around 9. I'm usually on.
So you're on from 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time.
Yes.
Till about 9 p.m.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping you up right now.
Oh, well, I don't work through the weekend, so no, I'm fine. Friday nights, I'm fine.
Okay,
yeah,
so
because I got to go to work at 4 in the morning generally throughout the week. It's kind of the hassle to stay up too late.
Right.
I'm glad to see more people in the clan and throughout the day, as opposed to 90% of everybody being not late at night like it used to be.
Yeah, it used to be if you weren't on past midnight, then you didn't catch hardly anybody.
No, I remember plenty of times I played with some guys for a couple hours, and it was like, well, all right, guys, I'm going to bed. It's like, all right, good night. Hey, you guys want to do a raid? Like that?
Well, what's funny is I was going to ask you where your game tag came from.
My game tag. I've always liked noble titles like Baron, Duke, Archduke, stuff like that. One of the historical figures, because I love history. One of the historical figures I always liked was the Red Baron from World War I.
Right.
I actually did a project on him, learned about him and such.
Well,
so,
yeah. How about giving me a couple of facts on the Red Baron?
The Red Baron, Malfred von Richthofen. He actually was from noble birth, so he actually was a baron.
He was a baron.
He was. He wasn't that great of a pilot. He was actually a good rifleman. He was a great shot.
Okay.
And his one of the mottos he told his pilots was, as many planes as I've shot down, I've ran away from more fights than I've shot down. His motto was, "Don't get into a fight that you can't win."
Which is a good model for anything. Not only when you're talking about shooting down planes.
Oh, exactly.
choose your fights.
So yeah, a lot of people think, oh, he was a great pilot and this and that. He's like, no, he saw a situation. He's like, yeah, no, I don't have a chance here. We're gonna run away from this. We'll fight another day. So,
that's probably
yeah,
what kept him alive and kept him notorious for throwing pretty well. Generally, when you play, what do you have more fun in, PvP or PvE?
PvE.
You have more fun doing things like this, running around killing aliens?
Yeah, like what you and I are doing right now. That's what brings me back to the game. That's what I look forward to, is playing with certain people or playing with people, having people out. That's what I like doing. There's only so much you can do in PvP.
Right. Let's see. Way back when, how did you find the clan?
I was actually looking for on the Bungie site. I was just going down the list of clans, and I think I attempted to join this one and one other one. I just read the description. I was like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. I'll go
you actually read the whole description?
Yeah. Why not? Well, there's so many out there that if you, because I did come across, so if you don't have Gallahorn, then you're not welcome here.
Really?
Or something like that. Yes. Oh,
what
God.
A bunch of hates. Huh. Well, so you found out about us on Bungie, and then did you just apply for the clan tag like naturally? And
since I was more, I did read that it was to really become a member, the person applying really had to push for it. So yeah, I was kind of anxious to get an admin run. Oh, bacon, and I was nervous about it. It was like, it says right there, if you're wanting to join, kind of hit them up, add members. So we send messages like crazy. Get off.
We're on the forum, and how long did it take you before you were actually in the clan? Did you play with a certain person? Do you remember who it was?
Yeah, Immortal got me through. Did my admin run, yeah.
Right on.
So it was like 2 days, 2 days later. The only funny thing about it was I went to jump in with Immortal like the next day, and the clan tag was gone. And he noticed it before I did. And I was like, I didn't know what happened. He's like, did you quit? I was like, no. Apparently what happened is that other clan that I asked to join accepted. And it took away the other tag. It's like, oh, so we had to go through the process a little bit again.
Nice. When you did join, like what was the first thing that kind of made you go, okay, this is where I belong?
Because I was playing with more and more of the group, and I never ran across any real hostility. Ever. I never ran across anybody like, what the hell are you doing? You don't know what you're doing. Or I've never been booted from anything since I've gotten in a group, and I've met a lot of people that, oh yeah, I messed up once while running the sword and they booted me, and I told them I didn't know how to do it and they booted me, and stuff like that. I've never come across that. And a lot of times when I was in a raid, like for the first time, they was teaching somebody how to or what to do next, and we'd mess up or glitch out, and I would always hear, "It's okay, man, no problem. We'll do it again." And that was amazing. That you don't really come across in real life, much less in a gaming community.
Okay, and do you remember like the first time that you played with the clan, like what it was that you did, and say like maybe a full clan activity, or do you remember doing a specific raid that was memorable?
Oh, I got several memorable moments and raids. I think I ran a strike with you and Randy, actually.
Right?
Not long after that. That, and I'll never forget the first time I came across bacon. That I'll never forget. I think that might have been a raid too.
Huh.
See, I always try to remember stuff like that because, you know, it's if anything else, it's healthy to remember the fun times or good times you had. Even I've had failed raids that I had an absolutely blast on. I've had good raids where I would get good loot, but I don't remember anything about the raid. But I remember some of the raids where we just had an awesome time.
Now, since then, since you joined the clan and you've had time with a lot of the members and kind of understood like what we stood for, you also became an admin.
Indeed.
Were you nominated for that, or did you seek that out yourself?
Nominated.
Do you remember who nominated
I
you?
I remember the post you made. That was the one your bachelor party had come up and your friends had gotten you a PS4.
Yeah.
I remember that, and what was it? Yeah, I was kind of nominated like that. I know you guys have probably talked about it before then, but yeah, I was more or less nominated that day. Took it that day.
Right on. So that was like...
Where was it? That was in October.
October, yeah.
Yeah, October.
Okay. So far, what has been your favorite part of being an admin?
Oh, there's so many. The popularity. No,
Everyone
the
knows
helping
me.
people out. Yeah, that is. They actually look up to me. I don't know why. I don't know why. No. I do like helping certain people get through stuff. As I found out, I'm not as much on the knowledge of the game. I've answered questions and had to be corrected. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. So I guess just helping people, like through the Black Spindle or through a raid, or through a Nightfall. You know, especially through Black Spindle. That was always fun to hear people. You know, promise you their firstborn child if you got them that Black Spindle. I'm naming my first shit after you or my dog, whichever I get first.
Or my dog. Either one.
This is my son, Baron. Oh.
So like being helpful and being available and like, you know, obviously being successful getting the Black Spindle is really important. But I've noticed, like you mentioned before, and I've noticed as well, that even if people don't get it, they'll post on our Facebook like, "Hey, thanks for trying."
Oh, absolutely, and that's wonderful. That is amazing that people would do that, or that people will, because it's such an aggravating mission. It really is, and that people will still give it a go. And we've had people that we've gotten through like twice, and like there'd be a glitch or a bug or the timing on heavy ammo just wasn't right, and they were going to quit. We're like, no, we know what we're doing. It's just a fluke chance. Give us one more go. Oh, and that's not got any ammo in it.
Okay, what has been the most challenging part of being an admin?
My guess is, or not my guess. At this point, it's coming up with new content, because Bungie, up till now, we were kind of left hanging with, we didn't know when new content or what new content was coming, and it got to a point where we were having to come up with our own content for the game.
Right.
And that got to be a little tricky. Because, I mean, people are getting burned out. New games are coming out. That's understandable. But yeah, just keeping things fresh and interesting.
So finding ways to keep our community engaged while also, like, you know, having fun and making sure that we're doing enough to keep everyone interested.
Exactly.
I think I would have to agree. Like, that's one of the most difficult parts, is pulling together something from nothing.
Absolutely.
Basically.
And well, you've got your people they're playing the game, they've made friends, and then you've got people that's more committed to the community.
Right.
And that's the big difference when you've got your people falling away. I mean, it's great to try different games, and anybody that leaves, you know, there's always a place here for you in the
Absolutely, yeah.
That's understood. Getting attacked and killed. I'm on fire. But I mean, I think I've got like 4 or 5 games I want to try out lately. But I'll always come. This has got to where a lot of the guys here are more like family than just people on the to help me through a raid.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm very
but the clan tag, the orbs.
Orbs.
What does that mean to you?
To me, I know someone said it before that you see all the time, and I remember doing it with you several times I've played solo. You see you've made orbs, and you're looking around, you don't see it, and it's like, well, what good was that? What you create may not be useful to you, but it is useful to other people, whether you realize it or not. And that sort of carries over into a lot that we do. I mean, even the minor things, jumping in, helping with a raid or a strike, or asking, you know, do you need help with anything? I think that is what we're all about. Helping each other, and not only just more than just helping people with loot. I see a lot of groups that, oh, can you help me get this, or can you help me get that? And it's more about making friends through a game.
Right.
And, you know, just that helping others sort of thing, even though it doesn't help you.
Fun playing with each other.
Right. That's my standpoint, as it were. And I know there's a lot of people out there that is more about the loot and stuff, but I'm more about having fun with the people that I've learned to care for.
Right.
You know, I know every large group you do kind of form a circle, and there's people that, yeah, you post up on Facebook. If I've got the time, I'm not doing anything, I'll drop what I'm doing if I can and help out with whatever you need in game. And there's that group of friends that if they need something out of game, I'd be more than willing to.
Getting towards the end here, what do you want to see in Destiny next?
Honestly, another not subclass, another character. We got warlocks and titans and hunters. It's another type of character.
So something like I read somewhere on one of the forums. I'm not sure how actual practical it is, but they mentioned something like how they would like to play as one of the Fallen, like play as a Vandal.
Yeah, that was an idea that we were talking about the other night, I think, or Fallen, or the species actually matter, because there's really no point whether you have your helmet on or off. I think the Awakened should have their own certain skills, or the Exo should have its own certain abilities.
Right, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Because
I could be an Exo Hunter Titan or Warlock, and the Exo doesn't mean anything. The Hunter Titan or Warlock means something. Okay.
Right. Like when you start a game of Skyrim, and you pick a species, each species has something different.
Yep.
Or an ability that the rest don't have. I wish that
there was a little bit of something like that. I agree. Like, make it worth picking a race.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like, I've heard a lot of people don't like Exos. There's no real point. I like looking at the Awoken. Like,
okay, I'm gonna spit these at you really fast. So.
Okay.
If you got it, just answer it. If not, just say pass. This is your favorite, okay? We're gonna list favorites. First thing is favorite legendary weapon.
Up for anything.
Up for anything, and what is that?
It was a year 1 auto rifle. Highly stable.
Cool.
Spits and giggles.
Okay, and your favorite exotic piece, either weapon or armor.
Oh, favorite icebreaker, but the one I use the most is the Vortex Investments.
Okay. Favorite class and subclass?
Warlock.
And
Voidwalker.
A Voidwalker Warlock, okay. What is your favorite strike in the game?
The Archpriest. The Archon Priest.
The Archon Priest,
I missed that one. Yeah.
Okay. What about your favorite story mission? I know that's a little bit difficult to come up with.
It has to be in the Taken King. Either Phobos itself, because I did like that creepy factor.
Yeah,
that they added
scary.
At the start of it. Or the when you go up into Cade's little tower.
Ah, okay.
That was.
I completely agree. So what has been so far your favorite event? There's been the Iron Banner, which happens pretty regularly. Crimson Doubles, which is new.
Definitely not Sparrow Racing.
Sparrow Racing, Festival of the Lost.
Oh, I did like the Festival of the Lost. Thought that was a neat idea, but it seems like I really do shine during Iron Banner when it's not Rift. It's definitely not Rift.
When it's not Rift.
No, when it's not Rift, and to me, one of the best moments I ever had in the clan really was,
One
it
of
was
the
the middle
first big
of
Iron Banner
week. Yeah, it wasn't one of the first one. It was I signed in one day and saw that there was plenty of people. There's always people on Iron Banner. You just see the Iron Banner emblems. And I sat there for 2 minutes. I sent one invite, and within 2 minutes, I had a full fire team. I've never had anything like that, ever happen.
A couple more for you. What is your favorite raid?
Probably Crota. Crota to me seems to be the most fun.
You like Crota's End?
Yeah.
Looks like that's it.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah, that's all I got. So it's looking like we're doing good.
All right. I think I'm clear on this end as well.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, man.
No problem.